Maybe this video should begin with a warning or a disclaimer of some sort. The topics, events, thoughts, information, opinion, raw emotion, all that I will share with you can be triggering. Some may understand while others might not, and that's okay. I get it. These types of videos aren't for the faint of heart, but I will do what I always do and do best. And that is bring you the truth as best as I can. The truth can be painful though. And I'm not apologizing or making excuses, but just instead trying to set the tone and prepare you all now before we dive in. So there, I said it. Now let's begin with two things right off the bat, and stick with me here, folks. Trump did the right thing. And I watched Adam Schiff die inside when he found out what had happened and heard the news on live TV. I swear I watched Adam Schiff's soul leave his body, figuratively, of course, when he heard the news about Trump's bold move on Iran right there on live TV.
The failure to brief Democratic lawmakers, the making this just another partisan exercise by the administration when it comes to something as serious as the decision to potentially engage in warfare with another nation, it means that you're not going to have the whole country bought into this, which is a real problem. If everything goes well, then maybe it works out fine in the sense of not being an issue that tears apart the American people. But if things don't go well, if Iran retaliates, if we get in a escalating war with Iran, and you don't have the country bought in because the president didn't seek the approval of Congress, because he didn't make the case to the American people, because he didn't even inform one of the parties in Congress, that's when you have a real problem engaging in warfare on a partisan basis. So a lot of risks here for the country, which, is the reason why you come to Congress in the first place. It's the reason why our Constitution says Congress has the power to declare war, not the president.
Man, his face was priceless, like he'd just been punched in the gut. And we're going to get into that, trust me. But let's start with the main event here. Last night, President Trump made history and dropped the midnight hammer. He gave the order and boom, our B-2 stealth bombers dropped 30,000-pound bunker busters on 3 of Iran's nuclear sites and poof, gone. Iran's ability to enrich uranium for nukes has been terminated. Completely crippled, set back years, maybe even decades. Trump called it a spectacular military success, and he's not wrong. And this wasn't some reckless war. It was a precision strike to make sure the world's top sponsor of terror can't hold a nuclear gun to our heads. It's about keeping America safe, protecting our allies like Israel, and showing the world we mean business. We are not to be fucked with. And that's what happened. And man, oh man, it's a game changer.
The goal stated very clearly in a letter the president sent the Supreme Leader about 67 days ago. And in a letter he said, you're not going to have a nuclear weapon. Let's negotiate peacefully a solution. We can make a really good deal that's good for Iran, good for America, good for the world. If you don't, however, then I'm going to have to deal with this differently. The Iranians didn't like the letter. They didn't respond to it. They ultimately entered into fake negotiations and tried to play him along. In essence, they thought they could do with President Trump what they've done with presidents in the past and get away with it. And they found out last night that they can't. And the world found out last night that you can't. And that's important, not just on this issue, but for so many other issues happening around the world. I think that what we are seeing is that this is a president that tells you what he's going to do, and then he does it. And I think that to a lot of people, including the Iranian regime, is shocking.
And now, to all my MAGA family, my true patriots out there, this one's for you. You're the heart and soul of this movement. Folks who put America first, stand rock solid behind our president, and bleed red, white, and blue. You voted for this. We voted for this. We all stood in those long lines, waved those flags, and prayed for a leader who'd actually deliver. And Trump did. Iran's nuclear threat? Smashed. Their dream of bullying the world with a bomb? Over. We wanted America great again, and this is what it looks like. Guts, strength, mostly peaceful, and zero apologies. We don't negotiate with terrorists. We don't waffle while the left cries about diplomacy. We act. We make shit happen. Congress can't even agree on daylight savings time and leave it up to them, and we'd all be dead and gone. Trump acted for us because he knows Iran can never have a nuke. And I really hope that you guys get that. But who am I kidding? You've always gotten that. This is why we elected him. This is America first, alive and well. Okay, let's talk about Adam Schiff for a minute because, oh boy, this guy. When the news hit about Trump's strike, Schiff was on TV, and I'm telling you, he fell apart worse than ghetto trash Jasmine Crockett, who went on a 21-minute rant about how Trump didn't holler at your girl before striking Iran.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all a second to jump on. Hopefully I've got a decent connection, as I am in a car. I'm driving to another location. I literally shed a tear or two. And so long story short, for those of you that are unaware, the mofo that resides in the White House has unilaterally, in my estimation, declared war. We have a constitution that seemingly does not matter to this man or the people that...
Is there anyone dumber than Jasmine Crockett in Congress right now? But pencil neck died on the inside. Eyes filling up with tears on CNN with Casey Hunt. Well, I mean, not literally, but you know what I mean, right? His whole world just crumbled. His face went pale. His voice shook like he'd seen a ghost. And people on X were all over it, too. One person said Schiff was fuming because Democrats got left out of the loop. Oh, poor baby. Another called him the most pathetic senator ever, and just melting down in front of Trump's strength. And perhaps my favorite was when someone said Schiff was mad that he couldn't leak the operation details beforehand and ahead of time. Yeah, that tracks. But don't forget, folks, this is the guy who's been censured, who nobody trusts, and he was kept in the dark for a reason. And patriots don't let traitors in on America's plans. And seeing him squirm like that was pure gold. But here's the thing, though. The leftists, the Democrats, people like Adam Schiff, they're losing it. They're out there yelling unconstitutional and escalation like Trump should have asked their permission first. Give me a freaking break. We didn't vote for weakness. We didn't vote for endless debates while Iran builds a bomb. We voted for a leader who'd protect us, and Trump delivered. Like Senator Tom Cotton said, for 25 years, presidents fretted about Iran's nukes, but Trump actually did something. And this isn't about starting wars. It's about ending threats. It's about America's safety. And to you, my MAGA patriots, my extended family here, you see it clear as day, just like I do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here now, would you? Which is just another reason why I enjoy having these conversations with you all every day. And this is what we signed up for. So let's stand tall, celebrate this win, and keep pushing for the America we love. And it's only just the beginning, folks. We're going to dig deeper into what this strike means, why it's such a big deal, and how the left's scrambling to spin it will continue and won't stop here. Stick with me, folks, because the truth is coming, and that's all that matters. And I want to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your outpouring of love, support, and compassion from my wife after today's scary moment that was. Your kind words and wishes mean the world to us. And she's not sure if it was a wicked hot flash or an allergic reaction, but it hit fast. I'm talking blazing heat, racing heart, muffled ears, shaky hands, and feeling like she might faint. The episode lasted about 5 minutes, but we are just so grateful she wasn't behind the wheel driving while it happened. Your care keeps us strong, and we love you all for it. Moments like these remind us how precious our health is. So please take care of yourselves, folks, and your well-being matters so much. And that's why we're passionate about sharing Chapter with you guys, and they're dedicated to ensuring you're well taken care of, offering the best Medicare guidance from trained, licensed experts completely for free. Call Chapter at 270-467-2426 today. One simple, fast, friendly phone call could save you thousands, just like it has for so many others. Don't wait. Dial 270-467-2426 now. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. And that's all for now, folks. Please take care. Don't be a stranger, and come on back real soon.